does bring a little bit more damage to the table in those fights compared to something like a Scion. And the double Unstoppable going up against Wukong Alistar can be used quite nicely, as Sivir is what rounds it out. So that move, did they really win? They didn't really get much out of that. And now Xiaohao, he's got flash, he might have to burn it.
Ooh, gets hit by the Rune Prison. Equalizer over the top. Xiao is just dead around here, as it is Xiao to start up this blue buff steal. Maybe instead look for a 3-talent strike onto the rise, knocking him up, but not doing a ton of damage just yet. The exhaust goes onto Palkia, as EDG have over-indexed a little bit, and Junhao is on the way. Stun lands onto the Alistar and gets taken down by the piercing arrow of On. And now the Tibbers
until the 12-minute mark. In a way, I think it's a win for Ultra Prime as their comp. I very much prefer it to EDG's comp if this game and help out with the purple team here. They got the jerseys. Yeah.
EDG, Angel flashing in, combined with Palkia's Magnet Storm. Junhao is down, and now Bai is getting targeted. ZDZ flashing over the wall to keep up with the Sivir, going all out onto him. It's Feats of Warfare and a couple more for EDG as they get 3 kills in the fight and secure that Rift Herald.
And this is the scary, also missing flash themselves. They will clean up this dragon, but at what cost? Going to be at least the mid-outer turret going to the side of EDG, and looks like it's going to be a double crash as they're late to respond.
Realm Morph is sent in, as it is going to be Saber sending 3 members of Ultra Prime into that tier 2 tower, and now another engage has come in, but Angel with another big Tibbers, and it's followed up by Palkia and Xiaohao beautifully. Zhang is down, Xiaosha getting targeted. Already had the Unbreakable Will onto him, so not taking a ton of damage there, but EDG find another kill, and they're not done here on this tier 2 turret. Palkia Hex flashing forward, another stun lands on Nabaya. So much crowd control onto the Sivir, and it's Thorell to take him down, the rookie for EDG.
Juno's just not close enough in order to protect his Sivir. Looking for an angle in the brush, was not in front of the Sivir to try and help out. That was expensive, as now Zhang going to try and make something happen. Alistar behind, Angel trying to trade out.
Yeah, it did a good chunk of damage. It might be enough as the headbutt pulve does come on to the Annie, and the Electro Harpoon is going to shut Angel down. So Ultra Prime,
we're giving it.
Kind of realizing this Otacon is going to at least try to get something back with ZDZ and maybe this tier 1 turret. Let's see what Xante can do to try to stop this play from happening in 1v4. There's a 3-man Pathmaker. The all-out comes through, but it's not enough. A shutdown and likely a tower is going to come in for UP, but it comes at the cost of that Otacon.
We've seen what Otacon cured by this time. This is the third dragon this third dragon just on the map being taken down now by EDG. So they're
happy, I would say, with how they are currently positioned. They're going to get themselves another tower here in the bottom lane, but it's going to cut the cost of the mid tier 2.
I mean, you'll take the even trade very much for your Ultra Prime right now.
That's 2 for 1.
Yeah,
I just want to kind of follow up on them, which makes sense given that he's literally playing his first ever game in a tier 1 region, but not a ton from him so far in terms of primary engage. We're seeing ZDZ ult Zhang underneath the tier 1 turret, but Saber is joined to the fray. We have Junhao on the way as well, but with 3 members stuck here for Ultra Prime, sure Saber's gonna get that kill.
I've ever seen. I mean, this is a poke Varus and an Annie mid. We're not doing Baron quickly at all, but we can find the Alistar.
Yeah, that Unbreakable Will did get himself away from the Chain of Corruption, but the damage is still there. Piercing arrow from On takes him down. It's a 1.
I mean, we're playing for steal or bust here. That ward has been hidden.
And now a stun, and the Tibbers, everyone going on to Zhang and taking him down. Baron at 7,000 HP, 4 members still on the Baron here for Edward Gaming. Junhao and Vaya being shoved out here by Tibbers himself.
Summoner Bear.
Junhao's forced to go in, use that Cyclone onto 2, but the damage is so high on to the side of Ultra Prime. It's going to be Baya getting 1 kill back onto Palkia.
But 2 waves as the rise and you walk up. I mean, you can easily delete 1 wave and walk up and actually, be ready for a Baron fight or skirmish, because when you commit refusal to actually move Saber up and try to contest.
Now Saber getting targeted here by Angel. Realm Warp sending a wave underneath the tier 2 turret with Junhao. That is a crazy play here from the Ultra Prime mid laner. Does not find a damn thing.
Summoner Bear.
That's the Baron buff.
Summoner Bear.
Angel's able to surrender things, and here comes Tibbers chunking Junhao down to 200 HP. In the meanwhile, by the way, the bot lane alongside 2 other members of Edward Gaming are breaking up in this bot lane inhibitor.
Ultra Prime kind of come falling apart of a sequence, and we'll say, Annie, I said Summoner Bear a few times. What that means, buffs on this patch. And Sivir definitely a champ historically that actually likes going that. It's kind of tough to reach a few things here for Sivir, but RFC doesn't make that big of a difference for this champion. You're just kind of bouncing
Equalizer.
Okay, here we go.
On very quietly, down to half HP. Going to be a Magnet Storm coming in. Big numbers advantage right now for Ultra Prime as John picks up Palkia. Going to be another one down as Angel has fallen. ZDZ
good fight.
Going to try to go in on the backline and try to take down Baya, but he's still alive. ZDZ flashes on him and finally takes him down. But now the backline has been taken out here by Ultra Prime. They found the numbers advantage, and they're going to take advantage of that. ZDZ doing a ton to buy some time, but it is not enough. It is a double kill picked up for Saber, and it's Ultra Prime winning the fight.
We talked about the scaling of Ultra Prime, and you called it out at the end, Grapes. What a fight coming out from Saber. As that Realm Warp to get things started on going to be found as well. He's going down. Does trade out Zhang. That's decent for On, but still, Ultra Prime, those are some big shutdowns, and the gold graph has been even.
What just happened? It felt like EDG were about to win that game, Cubby.
I think Saber just happened, man.
We're back to even. Saber, very quietly, just you suddenly blink the soul for Edward Gaming. Battle lines have been drawn. The Dragon's at 5,000 HP. Jong's been caught by the Tibbers, and On will take him down. And now it's Palkia going for a big wombo combo. Zhao with the Crescent Guard knocking up a bunch. And Baya is still alive. Has been able to get peeled away, but the audacious charge is enough for Zhao to take him down. Edward Gaming find themselves the big team fight that they needed to take control once again of this game number one. They'll get the Infernal Soul. They'll get Xiao, and they'll get a whole lot more as Teleport's already coming to the mid lane.
Great find on the Zhang, who had the flash, had the Zhonya's, had the equalizer, was not able to use any of it as he did 0 damage in that last fight. EDG absolutely shred Ultra Prime. Scaling cannot come online. They find game one.
Small falter for EDG in the mid game, but they're able to right the ship right back up. They take the first game of LPL.
Off the Vian best in the Galio. Set up for a good wombo and definitely be able to leave the Jhin. I think that's fine, but now likely that you're going to get Brommed or Nautilus, giving what supports are up and what Palkia wants to do.
Yeah, the big goal here of this Trundle
in the early game
is to just out-duel the Vi. You land just a couple of chomps, it becomes all too easy, but now Palkia going on to this Jhin, doesn't even flash away. Rookie on rookie violence will go EDG's way.
Oh, Palkia actually found the double Q there. And of course, Trundle now with the red buff, the PTA.
Oh, PTA.
We did say that Trundle wins these. He gets the...
Oh, the flash autos! 2-0 in less than 3 minutes. Have that push in the range versus melee. They're winning in the jungle, obviously, as we saw in the bot lane, where we saw that first blood get picked up for On.
Trundle is still not one that you can fight, and this is why I did not love the draft for Ultra Prime, because when you first pick the Vi, you give away the Trundle, and you pick stuff like Galio into it. It does feel like kind of a self-counter in order to get the comp.
As we say that, Xiao and Palkia both making their way in towards the pit. Not enough damage onto that Drake just yet to try to secure it. As already the quickness has been used by Xiao.
This is EDG
and that Dragon
favorite.
is nowhere near getting taken down. Saber going to get targeted. That is going to be the feats of strength picked up here for EDG. They get their third kill. They get their third objective.
I think this game is... Oh, boy.
And now we see Xiao stuck on a ward.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter though. Position is set up. They kind of want to get ahead by just continuing to force plays. And shout out to them. They're going to go for something right now with the Palkia. The Poppy is rather tanky though with that Aftershock unlocked. And he is going to escape with his life. Xiao doing a good job to buy some space as well with the Pillar of Ice. As EDG's popped dominance, they're going on to Xiao. They've taken him down in that mid-tier 1, and EDG have turned the play on its head. Between Worlds comes out. Angel getting some chunk damage on the buyer. Not going to use the dash to get in underneath that tier 2, but they will certainly pick up yet another tower.
That pillar was so good, it stopped the Justice Punch coming through from Saber. And, you know, more Pokemon references coming out as Retail looking to be secured. Will be locked up by Ultra Prime. Great Keeper's Verdict.
They actually pick it up. Oh, and the Steadfast Presence. It gets Zhang, and it blocks him away from that other dash. EDG dashing forward, picks him up with the Call to Meek. And EDG...
I really don't know how Ultra Prime is going to get to play this game.
Ultra Prime. You know, the Jhin has some, like, range, but it's not, like, consistent damage with the Deadly Flourishes. These guys got to be up close and personal to do what they want.
TP.
Why do you go for these steel caps here? As EDG looking for a collapse on the bottom side. Zhang and Xiao in some trouble. Between Worlds comes through from Angel. And the heroic charge combined with that Pillar of Ice. Just so... It looks like they're not going to go for the finish. Instead, they want the fight. as they hover the Otacon HP at around 5,000. ZDZ teleporting in with that dominance unlock. That's a big old crocodile, almost taking down Xiaosha on his own. Junhao will fall. Hero's entrance comes through, but it's going to be way too late. They might take down ZDZ, but the Croc will still live. Finally, the flash in will take him down, but it comes at the cost of Saber's life. The curtain call. Play with a lot of promise. Him and Xiaohao both being a part of some really promising rosters as recently.
And ZDZ with that TP pretty much ending any chance of a winning fight for Ultra Prime. Utilizing that Renekton and the Sterix well. Channeling some inner Blippo, as NA fans are.
ZDD indeed. As it is going to be a little bit of gold issued back here. As the objective bounties have been picked up here for Ultra Prime. They get one on the bottom from lane tier 1. But it's kind of come at the cost. Of course, it is still in Group Nirvana. A lot more League of Legends to be played as an engage hasn't started up. As the cease and desist goes on to Amity, flashes right back to safety with the rest of his team. He will finally get taken down by that force shot, but it's already a big over-index here for Ultra Prime. They've used a ton of their ultimate abilities, and it comes at the cost of a 1-for-1. And now Xiaosha is going to be in some trouble. Angel chasing him down. One more Q will seal the deal, as it was not even enough to make it a numbers advantage here for Edward Gaming. They go in on to Baya now in the mid lane. Xiaohao collects the kill, and it's 2 members still alive as the solo laners are going to have to try and prevent this inhibitor from going down.
Those solo laners, okay, I think Palkia might be going down. Oh, never mind, turret died. And the Ocean Soul is going to be working overtime here against the minimal damage team of Ultra Prime, as Goodbye Grandma and Bessa going to fall. And mid inhibitor going to fall as well.
Brutal. Trouble. Xiaohao burning the flash.
That man's played.
To get into chop range onto this Rakan. You can question how worth it really is, but right now they're just potting those KDAs.
It's 2 stronger teams. Now going to find their way into Group Nirvana. Have to see if EDG can prove they're at the top of the table with Palkia.
Palkia
Good
going
play.
for the stun of the Junhao.
Very nice.
Flash, heroic charge takes him down. Baya down as well. Baron.
Ultra Prime looks a little depressed. I don't know. I think Baya's seeing if he's got any crumbs on his Elder spawns, but maybe we're just
we're
drilling
practicing.
more.
Yeah, we're drilling our Elder setups here as Palkia now pretty invincible at this point, going into 4 members of Ultra Prime and not taking a lick of meaningful damage. It's going to be a nice taunt here from Xiaosha to buy a little bit of time, but Angel comes in on the flank with that Between Worlds. Baya has said goodbye here in the bottom side. Only Zhang will live, but not for long. The Pillar will seal his fate. A double kill in for On, as Edward Gaming will pick up a dominant game number 2 win and pick up the first series victory of the LPL Split 3.
Congrats to Xiaohao, the 2-0 on his birthday, and congrats to Palkia finding a 2-0 in his rookie debut. Signed his first contract for the LDL less than a month ago for EDG. Already finds himself on the main LPL stage and looking damn good, a part of the 2-0.
And I mean, it was a very dominant 2-0 over Ultra Prime, who again still have some season.